welcome to meditating towards your ideal future, or should I say 3 steps to meditating towards your ideal future, meditation for the modern world, the 10-day M.V.P method breakthrough. So if you're here, you're a creative, you're an entrepreneur, someone who's ready to achieve, and you're aware that change starts from the inside out and not the outside in. My name is Douglas Befford, and I am a mindset coach that helps people become the best versions of themselves. And one of the best ways to get to your core, to your inside, is through meditation. And not just meditation alone. In this course, you will learn, or should I say, in this breakthrough course, you'll learn how to meditate, how to combine meditating, visualizing, and prayer to create change in your life in a quantifiable amount of time. The goal of this course is to do something in 10 days, not 6 months, not a year, but something that you can immediately see that you can do, that you have absolute control over. So one reason why people don't use meditation as a tool for success, and I'm just going to focus on meditation because usually people just see meditating and the next step is visualization, and that other step is prayer. But not too often have I seen it all brought together in a systematic sort of way. So I'm using the word meditate as a general definition, but don't let that definition encompasses visualization and prayer too. People don't meditate because it brings up being anxious, right? Like you sit there and like the nerves come up and you just don't want to do it. Like you start feeling pain in your legs if you're sitting a certain way, and it's just not fun. Or you feel like there's not enough time to get results, meaning you feel like you're sitting there, and the more that you sit there, you could be focusing on work, right? And overall, like you just think, or you think and you feel that stress is the cost of growth, that in order to get what you want, in order to be successful, you have to stress yourself out. And that's not true. Like, what if you didn't have to feel any resistance going towards your goals, right? What if you had a quiet mind that would allow you to see all perspectives of the direction you're going? What if you were energized for growth, right? You were excited, you were in the right state. You had the confidence before the results. So you may be wondering, like, how did the MV method come to be? So I've been meditating, since my mid-20s. And right now, recording this video, I'm 39 years old. And in another life before, I was focusing on, working on myself, and well, I was always working on myself, but working on myself, becoming a mindset coach, learning more about NLP, learning more about hypnosis, learning more about change, different methods, whether it would be, deep meditation, Wim Hof breathing method, all that stuff, plant medicine. I was always aware that there was something in me that I wanted to make better, that I wanted to change, because I had like all this negative self-talk. And it could have been from, childhood. It could have been from, not the best relationships with other people. It could have just been from not believing in myself. And I reached a point where I started seeing other people have success and moving their life forward. And I just felt like I was just kind of coasting towards oblivion. And I hired my first like mindset coach. I listened to a couple of podcasts and realized like there was this other way of doing things. And one of the techniques that came up was meditation. And I did it before. I went to yoga classes. I was aware of it, but I just saw it as this way of relaxing. And then as I got deeper and deeper into it, like I started to like see like visions, if you will. And I know that sounds wild, but like finally being able to slow down and having my mind slow down, I could start seeing what I wanted to desire. And I started to like have the idea of like, all right, if I can see myself doing that, how can I backtrack to where I'm at now? Right. And then from that, I started to actually like journal a lot more. And I try to build this system. And long story short, like when I was bartending at the time, there were these huge international competitions. This is me at one of the events in Hawaii. And before I started meditating, I wasn't open to the fact that no matter where you're at, you can bloom to where you're at, meaning you can become the best version of yourself no matter what your career is. I wanted to become the best bartender in the world after meditating. And I know that sounds like really funny, right? Like, and a lot of people think of Tom Cruise like cocktails or the flair competitions and stuff like that, which are really great. But that wasn't a skill that I had. That wasn't the vision that I saw. I wanted to make the best cocktails in the world. And there was this competition called World Class put on by this company called Diageo, which owns like Kettle One, Don Julio. Just funny that I'm talking about alcohol because I haven't drank I stopped drinking like years ago, 5 years ago, to be precise. I wasn't even drinking during the time of this competition, which is funny. But I wanted to become the best version of myself. And so this competition was a year away. And I started meditating, visualizing, and praying towards me getting on this beach of sitting in Hawaii and making it happen from the year sitting in this room where people were telling me about the competition to knowing that 365 days later that I would be sitting on this beach in Hawaii. And I made it happen. I was a top 10 finalist. I made it. I didn't win the whole thing, but I saw how powerful it was to focus on one thing. And I don't want to make this about me. I want to make this about you. And it's about you finding a goal. Now, I don't want you to wait 365 days, but something that you can do within 10 days so that you can use this method to accomplish anything you want in your life because you would have the belief of actually doing it, right? So, how do you do the M.V.P method? Well, first, it starts with knowing like what your goals are. And so, this is a must do exercise before we go any further. So, think of your top goals, right? That come to your mind and separate your goals into three lists from, let's see, like your easy goals. It can be something as simple as I'm going to buy healthy cereal tomorrow or something like that. Or, I'll do 5 push-ups in the morning, like the easy stuff that you can do just like that. And then on the other side, like, what could take some work in the sense of maybe running a mile a day, maybe setting up a meal prep for yourself so you have lunch throughout the day. Maybe it's writing a blog if it's for your business. Maybe it's if you're in sales or something like that to get comfortable with calling people. If it's in a relationship, telling someone that you like them, maybe telling someone that like maybe you want to move on. Maybe that might be a miracle or harder thing, but actually no, actually saying the thing that you need to say, that's something that you could do in 10 days or will take some work. And then a miracle, like, maybe it's buying a house. Maybe it's like finding a partner. Maybe it's, making $10,000 from your side business, whatever it is, like the miracle, put that in the miracle side. And what we're going to work on in this course is picking a goal that takes some work. That's something that you knew if you were driven and you were focused, you could do in 10 days or less. So you can make it real, right? So stop this video. I'm probably going to edit it and write that list out and just have fun with it. Set a timer for like five minutes and just write out all the easy stuff, write all the stuff that will take some work, and write all the stuff that's a miracle. And I'll see you back in the next video. And do this before you move forward.